Welcome back to the second hour of Real Estate Talk this Saturday night, friend. Real estate changes people's lives to the good, and man, have I got an hour for you. Stay with me for the rest of this hour, and you'll be better off than when you joined us. Live in the studio, Heather Anderson, Real Estate Concierge.
Hello.
And we're going to talk today, Heather, I really like this topic. It's about a buyer boot camp 7-week course you guys have that's really prepping all the unknowns for somebody that's interested in buying a home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I say it all the time that people are uninformed. They get bad information when it comes to buying a home. This 7-week course will actually inform them on the correct guidelines to get approved and all the necessary steps. Did I say that right?
You sure did, Willie.
Well, tell me about the Buyer Bootcamp 7-week course. I'm really intrigued by it. We'll break it up in 4 segments during this hour. But first of all, how does someone find out about this course? And is there a deadline to sign up? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, no deadline. And it's
You just said, yeah, no.
Okay, no deadline.
No deadline, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Willie. Okay, no deadline. And it is totally free to sign up, like legitimately free, no bait and switch, no nothing. We just, one of the main reasons we do this show, Willie, is like we just love to educate people on the truths and separate the myths from the facts. There's a lot of misinformation out there, like you're saying, and
I agree.
It's so vampant, and the internet does great things. It teaches us so many things. I mean, I'm a child, basically almost a millennial. I'm like 1 year away, but I definitely identify more so with the millennial generation. I'm very technologically savvy, and I'm all over the place with the web. But basically, my point is this. There's a lot.
Yeah, get to the point.
There's a lot of bad stuff out there. So it's like, how do you know what to believe,
I agree, and it's almost, I'm going to go down a path that I'm probably going to get my hand slapped on.
Okay.
But it's almost as bad as politics. And you don't know what to believe. At the end of the day, if you're thinking about buying a home, I want to encourage you to go to OWNTX.us. And that's Heather and Real Estate Concierge's great website. And get involved in this course that will, in 7 weeks, have you pretty much on the path of understanding what you have to do in order to buy a home. Or you can reach out to Heather at 855-732-6700. Again, 855-732-6700. What I'm hearing from you, Heather, is there's no deadline.
Right.
There's no cost.
Right.
If it's free, it's for me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't let me go down the political guidelines on that statement. But talk to me now. They go to OWNTX.us.
Yep.
And where do they go? Is there a tab? Obviously, there's a tab, right?
Actually, we made it much simpler than that. So we have a lot of programs that we run right now. For example, one's like a crowdsourcing campaign where we can help them raise the down payment through friends and family, and we'll match a portion. We have a lot of education pieces on our website. So we just simply have everybody go to contact us. Keep it simple. Go to contact us, and you can simply put in the subject line radio show or buyer boot camp or whatever you remember about it, and then you just simply contact us. The contact is right at the bottom of the website. You just scroll down to the bottom, you'll see it right there. Super easy, and then we'll set you up on the program.
I think this is phenomenal because so many people are uninformed about the dream of homeownership that they don't know which way to turn. And most people, Heather, go to the most dominant personality in their family or their friend sphere to get advice about real estate. And sometimes it's not the best advice. I will tell you this, we're in a seller's market here in Dallas. We're in a perfect storm. We got low interest rates, and it's going to be that way for a long time. Why not go to OwnTX.us, hit the Contact Us button. Heather will reach out to you and get all the I don't knows cleared up in your mind prior to going out and owning a home. So if you're transferring here, if you're renting here, whatever your case may be, OwnTX.us, hit the contact button, or you can reach out to Heather Anderson at 855-732-6700, 855-732-6700. Okay, Heather.
Yes.
They've done that.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So don't jump back and forth. What's the first step that someone does when they hit the contact us button?
All right. So we'll reach out to them and we'll just literally set them up on our 7-week buyer boot camp education email campaign. Okay. So it's non-invasive. It's not pushy. It's not like we're going to hound you to death. We just really want to give you the tools. Like, I believe everybody is going to be in a position to own a piece of real estate at some point in their life. Maybe it's not today, Willie. Maybe it's in a year or 2 years or 5 or 10 years from now. But let's start teaching America now. Let's start teaching everybody now how to do this, how to build a recession-proof real estate asset, how to own a piece of America and never fear a foreclosure or a short sale ever again, no matter what economic cycle that we're in.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Okay,
so when I was seeing the devastation during this last great recession, right, 2008 to about 2014, late 13, a lot of people lost their houses. A lot of people had credit that was destroyed for the next 7 years. Families were downsized, families were broken up. So I really learned a lot in that. I paid attention, I listened, I heard stories, I tried to help. And so I really came out of that, I guess, a survivor of that, and try to teach people how to be the same survivor. So we're going to have another recession, Willie. You know, that's imminent, right? It's going to be locally, it's going to be nationally, it's going to be globally. I hate to sound like this is like a doom message. I don't want to scare people, but the reality is, if we have the right tools, we can protect ourselves, you know? And so that's what we try to teach, is like, how do we really give people the artillery that they need to survive any financial climate? Kind of like how Dave Ramsey speaks. You know, a lot of people believe and follow Dave Ramsey. And so I just feel like that's similar to financial freedom, and we call it financial fitness. So anyway, no more short sales, which means you sell the property for less than you owe the bank. Your credit gets devastated, and sometimes you have liens that you still owe. Or a foreclosure, which means the bank literally takes your house to the county steps and takes it away.
Well, let's talk about why people get a foreclosure.
Okay.
And you want to know, there's the political correct term for this, and then there's the Willie explanation for it. When you have a foreclosure, there is something catastrophic that happens in your life, either through illness, work-related, whatever the case may be, and you get down to your last leg, because people don't choose, in my opinion, to not make their house payment because that's their home. So what I think, or how you alleviate a foreclosure, is you don't overextend yourself in terms of house.
That's right, on the front end.
Yeah.
From day one, we don't overextend ourselves, and we have a savings account, and we don't completely wipe it out when we buy a house. And if we find ourselves in that position, Willie, of that financial devastation, right, we have to make a change. We have to make an adjustment. But sometimes people don't know how to do that. So we're that guide, that coach.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we're talking about a 7-week course that Real Estate Concierge gives you free.
Yep. On
how to buy a home. It's a 7-week course, and I'm trying to squeeze it out of her about what this thing says. I'll do a little bit better job when we come back. Nonetheless, you can reach out to Heather Anderson, 855-732-6700, 855-732-6700. I'll always give it to you the way I think is correct about real estate. I know this. We thank you for listening to this program. Real estate changes people's lives to the good. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It's about good information. Get involved in the 7-week course. OwnTX.us, OwnTX.us. All good stuff. When we come back, I'll pick her brain a little bit more. Guess what? We'll be back in a Willie Scotia.